Hello everyone, I am back again and today I am making cherry ripe choc crackle roll. Now I wasn't going to film this, but I was just on a live with Chrissy at Along the River Homestead and there was a few people in there who were curious about what I was talking about when I said that's what I was about to make. So I'm making it, and I will say right now this is the first time I've made it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it works out, and it sounds delicious, so hopefully, fingers crossed, everyone gets to enjoy it. Here are the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need 3 cups of rice bubbles, 2 cups of pink and white marshmallows, 50 grams of butter, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of desiccated coconut, 180 gram block of Cadbury caramel chocolate chopped up, 2 52 grams of Cadbury cherry ripe chocolate bars, but you need to halve them lengthways, like so. And then you need your 180 gram block of Cadbury cherry ripe dark chocolate, and that's all chopped up there, ready to go. This is all you need, so let's get started. So what you want to do now is place the marshmallows, your cocoa powder, and your butter into your saucepan. Like that. We'll put it on a medium heat. Like that. And you just want to mix that in slowly as that heat gets in. Melt it all together to make a chocolatey, marshmallowy goodness. You only really need to stir occasionally, but you don't want it to burn or get stuck to the bottom. That's starting to come along well. I think I've got it up too hot. Let's turn it down a bit. There we go. Depending on how hot it is, it could take about 8 minutes. Now once this is melted, you have to work quickly, and you tip it in on your rice bubbles. Make sure you've got your rice bubbles in a heat-proof container. Like I said, the boys are going to be here helping. Now I've already prepared the pan that I have to tip this into. I've missed a step, I did that off camera. So approximately 24 centimeters by about 33.5 centimeter pan. Mine's slightly different to that, but as long as it's close to that, it'll be good. This is looking really good. It smells amazing. So like I said, you now need to tip this over your rice bubbles that I've got set aside over on the bench there. And then you have to work pretty quickly. You need to mix it through and then get it into your tray. Now the best way when you put things with rice bubbles and crackles is to wet your hands so you don't stick to it when you're pushing it down. So rightio, I think that looks ready. Let's go do this. There we go. I'm going to tip that in. Yeah. Get it all in there. So sticky. to work so quick with this. I haven't even had time to wet my hands down yet. So that's a big blob. Trust me, it will work. Just in a second. Just remember it's hot too, so I don't know if I can see on the camera there. Oh, shivers, that's really hot. Okay, that's hot, I will warn you. Be careful. Rightio. I think I've got it all at an even consistency. Now the next step is you want to sprinkle coconut. Your little, can you still see this? Your little bit of coconut. You want to sprinkle this. Okay, that's looking good. Let's move that out of the way. Now your next step is to put your caramel chocolate into a microwave safe dish. It'll take about a minute to melt in the microwave. So let's do that. I'm not going to show you that bit, but yeah, once it's melted, you could use a saucepan if you like. Now that caramel is done. You want to work quickly. Spread it over our mixture. There we go. Okay, now that's all on, and you need to set this aside for 5 minutes now before we do the next step. Okay, the next step is you want to remove it from the pan and just gently lift out using your paper here. Rightio. Move that out of the way. Actually, no, what? I'll just put this here. Rightio. Now we want to put our lengths of cherry ripe. You can't see those very well. I'll move this here so you can see. We've got our lengths of cherry ripe, and you want to place them along the edge here. Now, put one there, two there, and then what you do is cut this bit here, or break it. I'll put it there, that's the way. Save those bits for later because they're going to, oops, they're going to go on the top if I didn't knock the camera. See if it's still in focus. Now you need to roll this. Now, this is the first time I've done this, so we'll just see how it goes if I don't rip the paper completely. Use the paper. It's messy. Okie dokie, I've rolled that into a log. Make sure it's all pieced together. Now this has to sit in the fridge, excuse my head there. This has to sit in the fridge now for 2 hours before the next step. It's not an even log, but it'll do. So what we'll do is we'll put that on the paper and back in this pan here. I put it that way because some unknown reason it's now longer than the pan it just came out of. So that's going in the fridge for 2 hours. I'll see you back in a minute, or in 2 hours. Now I've just realised you're meant to leave it wrapped in the baking paper, so I've just rolled it back up and popping it in the fridge now. Now that's been in the fridge for a couple of hours. The next step is you want to melt your cherry ripe block. Now it should take about 1, maybe 2 minutes in the microwave until it's all fine and smooth. And yeah, so let's do that. Okie dokie, so I've got the melted chocolate. I had a bit of problems because I had to walk away from it, so I don't recommend doing that. So I've just put it in a saucepan and it's on the saucepan. in the saucepan I should say. So what you need to do is put it over a wire rack with a tray and then just spoon it onto the top of your roll. So remember it's cherry ripe, so it's a bit chunky. Now the other step you have to do is cut up the remainder of your cherry ripe bars that you didn't use inside the roll, and then we're going to sprinkle them over the top of this once this is all in there. And once you've done that, you need to put it back in the fridge for half an hour before you cut it. So we'll finish putting this on. We'll sprinkle our chopped up cherry ripe, nice little bit. Doesn't matter if it's a bit messy. So I've got the chopped up cherry ripe here, and just roughly chop it up, put it on, and then pop this back in the fridge for, this looks pretty yummy. Big giant cherry ripe roll. There we go. Now that needs to go in the fridge and half an hour, and then we'll cut it. It's not set very well, but I'm running out of time, so take it out of the fridge. And there you go. So, might have to do a taste test in a little bit. I'll cut the rest of this up. It's actually not fully set yet. But you can see it's a log, a roll. Looks pretty good. Okay, so that's finished. I can't wait for anyone to do a taste test or let it set even further, because I have a Christmas Eve meal that I need to make, running out of time. But I thought, well, we've got this little bit here. I'm gonna try it. It looks really yummy, so. That is so yummy. Oh. That is worth it. That is really good. Like I said, I've never made that before. Found the recipe online and everyone just said, let's make that for Christmas, and I thought, right, let's do it. I've made a whole heap of fudges, a whole heap of different treats. I think this is going to go down really well. I'm going to cut it up really quickly, and then yeah. So sorry this video isn't as structured as I usually do. Like I said, I was asked to make it, had to do it quickly, got a whole heap of other stuff going on. So I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you so much for your support this year. Please subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and yeah, so Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Bye.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.